In this video, we are looking at Notion's MCP server. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol, and it is a way to access the Notion API and to use it via AI tools. So it can be integrated in Claude, for example, or in Cursor. In this video, I'm gonna walk through how to install the Notion MCP server in Cursor in particular, but you can follow the same steps for other LLM and chat models that you use for your AI. So as you know, Notion AI is currently a bit limited in its capabilities. It can work with page content, it can create structured data and then rich data from databases, but it can't really pull in insights from databases. So if you ask it how many tasks are open or overdue from our team in our task database, that information is not available from Notion AI chat. And so using the MCP can be a way to overcome that obstacle and let the AI model through Cursor or to Claude or other models that allow tools to use the Notion API to search the database, run their own query, and determine the response that is most appropriate to it. That includes page content or database content. And you do not have to write any line of code or set up your automated workflows and API calls in any tool. Everything is done by the AI that structures the API calls based on the Notion MCP that already has all the documentation and all the ways for the AI to access the Notion API. So this can become a powerful tool in addition to the native Notion AI feature, both to build automations, to build apps for internal use, for example, that pull data from the Notion workspace, or just to gain insights from all the data that you have scattered around in multiple databases in your Notion workspace. There are, of course, some concerns in terms of privacy, security, accessibility of information, possible malware injected in the server. This is a broader topic in MCP. That is a rather new concept released in the past few months, which is a relatively long time in the age or in the development of AI tools currently. Putting those conversations aside and those concerns aside, this video focuses on the practicality of using Notion MCP. Then if you want to use it or not use it, that's your decision. And I'm sure you can do your research and understand the implications of using this kind of new tools at this time. This is the official Notion MPC server, and here is a demo. I'm in the Cursor chat, I'm in the agent mode, and I'm gonna run a query or ask a question just in a conversational manner, like on an LLM chat. So what are the top trending posts in Reddit based on my Notion database? I know that I have a Notion database that has some trending Reddit posts. And you can see the first answer is not accurate. It doesn't use my Notion MCP server. So I follow up by asking specifically to use my Notion MCP. So then I can see here the API request that the AI is structuring. First, getting users, which doesn't make sense really. So it looks like a bit of an hallucination there. And then it's calling the post search endpoint. And that's correct because we are searching a database in Notion. And then it calls a database query to get the top 5 pages sorted in descending order by score. Then it returns the results from my Notion database with some metadata as well that I saved in my database. And these contents also include the direct link to the Reddit post. If I wanted to, I could also ask for my Notion page link, and that would be in the output as well. So then I can follow up like in any LLM discussion, but this actually has access to my data that I give it access to. And in here, for example, let's say I want to create one content idea for my blog, getting inspiration from this trending content that fits my brand guideline that maybe is stored in my Notion database, my Notion workspace as a document. And so there is that context as well from the Notion workspace. And then adding a bit of details here. I want it to be original, novel, simple, clear, etc., etc. And then I want it to be added directly to my writing database, which I know this connection has access to. So it can craft an API request for that. So you can see that every time it runs the Notion MCP tool, it provides the script. So what specific API call it's trying to make, I can see all the details, and then I can approve by clicking on Run tool, or I can iterate on it or cancel it. So there is always my ability to stop what's going on there. So then I run that tool, we post the page, we then retrieve a database. It's not clear why this is the order of the steps. Probably a few mistakes here in terms of what to do first. As far as I can tell here, I can see it retrieved the correct database. I'm looking at the response and it is a writing database indeed. and then it's going to post a page, and I can see here it's creating a page in the writing database, and it's populating some properties already with the correct structure and everything, and also some page content right there in one single API call. So then if I run that tool, then the page was created supposedly, but then retrieves the database again. So a bit of iterations here. It looks like not very clear, and then creating a page again. And when I go to my Notion writing database, the page was actually created. So the title from the API call, the status was set automatically. There is the length of the post here set automatically, the category. And then I could have also iterated on what properties to populate. For example, saying that the date posted will be next week and so on. Then you can see there is also page content with the idea of the content specifically. Now this is an entry, a database item in my writing database. And so as part of the pipeline, I will process it and work on it accordingly as part of my workflow. So everything is integrated and actionable in here. As I mentioned, this is the official Notion MCP server. You can find here on GitHub the repo, and there is also a detailed documentation on installation. So how do you actually install this, which is what I showed you earlier in this video. And there are also all the details about how to manage the connection. Now for the installation here, I'm going to show you what it looks like. You first go to the cursor folder in your computer, and then there is the mcp.json file. When you open it, you paste the snippet from the Notion MCP server that I just showed you, and then you replace the bearer token with your actual API token, which you can find in a Notion workspace under settings, connections. If you already created a connection, then you can use your existing connection, or you can create a brand new one from the developer portal, which you can access from develop or manage integrations from the connections panel. Right there. When you open the developer portal, you will see all your existing connections. You can open them. For example, here, if I open a connection, I can manage the access of this connection to the workspace pages, and I can edit access from one single place, which is very handy. So I don't need to go into every single page and give access to the connection. In here, I can just select the pages that I want the integration to access. But if you want to do it the other way, then there is also that option. When you go on any Notion page, at the top right, or database, there are 3 dots, and then you can go to connections and then add connection, and you can add as many connections / integrations as you like. And this will give the AI agent access to your Notion workspace and databases that you share with it.